In typical fashion of the RNS. Nice if that FRA guy was here. Typical fashion of the RNS, this is what they do. An FRA guy that when I was in Corning says I look familiar. He might be a subscriber to here, so Mr. A FRA employee, this is what goes on in Silver Springs. The RNS does this all the time. The FRA regulations stipulate that you cannot block a crossing for more than 15 minutes, and RNS does this quite frequently, where they will pull their train into town, disconnect part of it across both crossings, and then shove part of their train onto the siding, and then they will go back and get the rest of their train and do this. Right now they have three people stuck between the two sections of the train. Model rotors. This is not how you're supposed to operate the railroad. Now the engine's clear, if they clear. They will be able to, those three people will be able to get out if they need to. But they shouldn't have to. Nope, they're not going to clear the crossing. There's the only RNS painted locomotive. Falling from height can kill on the 3340. Did that on every ladder. Walk down here. Yeah, there's their cars there. Notice a little bit of camera shake as I am doing handheld this time. So now they'll disconnect those cars, and then they'll go over, and they'll pick up the cars that they left across the crossings. Now granted, they might be clear before 15 minutes, but I doubt it because had been 5 minutes by the time I've been down here, and it's now 4 minutes now, so it's 9 minutes. They have to go back, they have to hook up to those cars, and then they have to pull them down, and they might have enough cars that they have to double the train again. See, it is actually a GP9-3, unless they remove the microprocessor controls. The GP40-3, SD40-3, and I think 3064 is an SD40-2. That guy's inside the gates. Or the gate came down on top of his truck. I'm not sure which. As long as he doesn't move, he should be fine. The gate should be fine. Not sure how many cars they have today. I didn't bring the scanner down. They're going to hook up to those cars. I'll start recording again when they come down. And they start pulling down. Okay, another minute's gone by and they're pulling on the cars. That makes 11 or 12 minutes at least. Yeah, this is not how the railroad's supposed to work. Not sure how many more cars they have. They got 3 scrap gondolas up there, 3 empty covered hoppers, an empty tank car, more covered hoppers, tank cars, there's some box cars. Not quite sure what the cars are up there. Yesterday, NS was here for almost 24 hours, and they were switching around on Perry Main, going up and down. They blocked the crossing for a long time. Not quite sure what they were doing. Blowing for a rybog. There's an empty propane tank. When you go by Jason, you'll see, if you watch this far, if you watch this video, you'll see the placard is on it. That is because it is still hazardous. Because propane fumes are what is flammable. There's some empty box cars. Someday, I will go to every industry on the RNS and the LANL that I can reach in the public access, and see the road numbers on these cars and figure out, there's the end of it. And figure out what industry exactly these cars are coming from. Tate and Lyle probably came from either Sweeteners Plus or Kraft. So did the Jetix car, most likely. TILX 519413 is the last car. And I am taking pictures of each car. They're stopping. Don't tell me they're going to disconnect again. No, they're moving. it's raining. But I'm going to stay until they shove back. Shove all the way back. Okay, I went through my camera. They put 25 cars on the side, through the siding on the dead track. Those are 25 cars that they shoved down before. And that's not where you stop on a crossing. I'm not sure how many cars they have now. Most likely more than 25. He's taking the fret off. And this video will resume when they get close to me. Okay, here they come. We got about 4 cars to go to a couple. Three. Two. Gates are down. He's got 2 to a couple. Now he will get off, walk down to the connection, and then they'll shove back. It's a safety stop, plus the stop for the crossing. Some interesting graffiti. I think it was done by Next, N-E-K-S-T, since it's all over that name, all over that. ELSR, or ELSE, must be the artist of the dark blue one. There's a brand new covered hopper. Now, January 2018. National steel car. It's 5 cars to the Tate and Lyle, 5 cars to that AEX. So it's 10 cars so far. And they still stretch down. We're still down by Rybog. Stretch, it didn't couple. The bang. There it is. Let's hear the bang. Now he should, I don't know if I'll stretch it, he should. Yes, he's stretching it again. like the hitch coupling is good. And the 3-step connect the arrows is in charge of the air. Okay, now they're shoving back. That one was built by Freight Car America in October of 2015. That one there was built in 94. Couldn't tell who by who. Looks like kind of like an ECF car. Okay, 5 cars to that T-box. Oh, that's not a propane car. That's a gasoline car. And that T-box is another 5 cars. That's 20 cars. Cargo covered hopper coming up will be 30 cars. $30 in a clip. Okay. That sounds very violent. Okay, ADMX 15944 will be 35. They have 44 plus 20 to 64 cars. I'm not sure what they did, just they're doing now. I have no idea. This is something that I don't see. I've never really noticed that it's modeled before. Is the reporting marks on the trucks. I'm not sure if people model that or not. I never really paid attention. Of course, they're not on every car, as UTLX 674626 will show. Well, that concludes this video. Hopefully, I'll have enough space in my phone that I can edit this together. into one video. Later.